Hello and welcome to Better Minecraft. So we are starting over at the little tower thing that we found last episode because I have something really exciting to show you guys. It is kind of ugly, but it's okay because it's away from our base. But down here, I have made a skeleton farm. I figured it out how to do it with all 5 of the spawners in the house, and I'm so happy because, as you can see, I have 37 levels right now. And before I made the farm, I kept dying, so I only had 2 levels. So all of the other levels I have gotten has been from this farm, and it is amazing and super efficient. I also want to free cam just to show you guys what exactly is going on in the room. As you can see over here, we have 4 spawners, and then on this side is the 5th spawner. But as you can see, there are a ton of skeletons in here. It is kind of slow on this part, but that is because I did not have any ice, and I don't have a way of getting ice right now because I don't have silk touch. So as soon as we are able to get ice, it will be way more efficient because they will go into the water tube easier. But for now, we are working with this, but that is totally fine because it already is super efficient, and I'm really happy with how it has turned out. So now that we do have that amazing skeleton farm, we can finally enchant. So I'm going to grab our enchanting table, as well as I'm going to make some bookshelves with all of these books. I want to set up the enchanting table over by the skeleton farm. That way we don't have to continue running back and forth to enchant and get XP. I'm probably gonna just set it up over in this corner right here. So I'm going to place the enchanting table here, and then we will do the normal bookshelves. So now let's see. 30 enchantings. Ooh, is this reroll enchantment? It does cost some, but that'll be good instead of using 30 levels or something like that. Okay, I want to try to get silk touch. Efficiency 4. Just efficiency 4. Whoa. Ooh, it moves too. That is cool. Whoa. Ooh, that is good. Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3, Vein Mining, and Fortune 3. I like that. Okay, we didn't get Silk Touch, but that pickaxe is really good, so hopefully that'll help us get more diamonds. Silk Touch Shovel. I'm gonna go for the Silk Touch Shovel. Just Silk Touch. And we have one more, so we'll see what we get on our boots. Protection 3, Depth Strider 3, Unbreaking 3. Okay. We are home, and today we are going to be building a new habitat. Since last episode we did not because we went on an adventure. I gotta figure out what animal I want to build a habitat for, because we have the gorillas and we have the anaconda. We should visit the Savannah that we saw a few episodes back. That way we can see what animals are over there, and then if we see a cool one, then we will make a habitat for them. Because we have kind of a swamp animal, we have a jungle animal, so we need something that's in a different biome, and a savanna is a different biome. I have made it to the savannah. This isn't actually savannah right here, this is known as the shrubland. But I'm already seeing some structures around that I want to check out. There's also some mangrove right there, which is cool. So that structure looks like the one that we have already been to, where our skeleton farm is. So I don't know if we want to take that on again, just because we know how crazy that'll be. Whoa! Huh? What's going on? The sunbird? Ooh, what are you? A gazelle. Hello. So this is an option. No! I'm scared. What the? What is that? Ah! I gotta do this. Is that the sunbird? I'm guessing that's like a sunbird tribe or something like that. That was absolutely terrifying. I want to see what that building is, though. Mask of Bliss. Grants jump boost. I wonder if... Huh. Secret chest? Mask of Fury. Grants strength. Alright, well, we got some interesting things, so I'm gonna take that as my sign to leave, because I am terrified of what that is. Over here we got a lot of hay bales, and it looks like a village. Just a normal village. Oh my goodness, it's a beekeeper. I think the beekeeper is my favorite villager out of them. The beekeeper is just really cool. We need to go this way to stay in the savannah. Luckily, we have Depth Strider on our boots now. It also doesn't look like there's a whole lot of savannah over here, which is really sad because I was really hoping that we'd find like an elephant or something like that. Another tribe? Is this their home then? Okay, still skeletons. I want to see how much health they have. No, I don't. I don't. No! Leave me alone! It does not seem like the savannah is a very safe place. There's a building over there. Whoa, food. Looks like we got like a sushi board or a sushi roll. Kelp roll. Ah, this is interesting. I really need to learn about how to make food and stuff. Whoa, look. They got a pond of salmon. Whoa, it's a lighthouse. There's so many structures over here. Oh, this lighthouse is so cool though. It's a village. Wow, this is a cool village. Villages just keep getting cooler and cooler the more that I see them. I am now home, and on the way back, I decided what animal we are going to build a habitat for this episode. We looked in the savannah, we only saw one mob, and so I was like, no, I don't want to really worry about the savannah today. So I thought back to some animals that I have seen around and in the last series I did, and I have decided we are finally going to try and tame a bear again. Which, if you watched my Hardcore Better Minecraft series, you will know that the bear is what ended my hardcore world. So I'm a little bit nervous, but I think we can do it this time because I kind of have more knowledge on what I'm supposed to do to tame it. So I think it will be okay. But I have picked this area right here next to the gorilla pen because I really liked the orange grass from the birch biome. I just thought it would give kind of more of a foresty vibe because I feel like a bear is going to be living in a forest biome that is kind of in theme with like autumn and all of that. So that is why I have chosen this spot. And of course, I have already went and outlined the area, so we know where we are going to be building. So since bears live in forests, around trees and wooded areas, we're going to be changing it up a bit from the normal stony walls that we have done, and we are going to be doing walls made out of logs. So my thoughts are using this redwood log like that. We're not going to strip it or anything because I feel like the red is a little too red, but I really like this log and the texture of it. And then we're going to be using some spruce slabs and spruce fences like this. Of course, the walls are going to be built up more. I also want to make these walls more of like a tree trunk. So we're going to have some walls that are kind of like that because I want to give it off the impression like the bears are living in the woods and not really in a confined space. So first up, I need to get rid of all of this cobblestone and replace it with the redwood logs. And then we need to build up the walls. I'm gonna go for 3 high again, with some being taller, and then add the mixture of spruce fences and spruce slabs on top of the walls. And now we have the pen up. As you can see, I added a little bit more to the walls to give it that tree trunk vibe that I wanted to. I tried to make sure that they couldn't jump and get out, but I'm sure they will figure out a way somehow, and I'll have to make some adjustments. And then for the entrance, I just did this little thing. I really wanted some sort of like roof kind of thing to the entrance to kind of give it more of a forest vibe. Like you're entering through like a tree or something like that. I don't know. I just liked how it looked. And then of course use the palisades and the banisters to give it that more zoo-like. But now we can go and decorate the inside. So for the ground, I want to do our normal course dirt and path blocks, as well as adding some podzol. I collected some podzol with our Silk Touch diamond shovel. So we now have podzol that we can also place. I want to make sure to get rid of this green part right here. So of course we will start with the pond. So I'm just gonna dig out an area for our pond. I don't want this pond to be too big because we don't want it to be like the full thing, because the main part about this habitat is going to be the trees. I don't know if I like this spot with how close it is to the entrance, so I'm gonna move it over there. Still not liking that spot. You know, maybe we just move it like right in the center right here. Yeah, I think that's a better spot. And then I'm going to just get rid of some of this. Alright, I think this is what I'm gonna go for the pond. And then we're gonna do one level down since we're gonna add some salmon into this area. And I think for the bottom, we're gonna do sand this time. So we will just change all of this out for sand. Hopefully I have enough sand. I don't think I'm going to. Maybe. Nope. Okay. Look at that guy swimming. He looks so weird. I do not like that. Now we can add all of the water in here to make it an actual pond. And this time we're actually going to decorate down here. So we're gonna go and bone meal the sand as we normally do. And we're gonna add some sea pickles. Oh wait, I forgot you can't. You need the coral to grow them. Then we're gonna add some kelp as well. And finally, 3 lily pads because that's all I have right now. Now we will go and just add a ton of path blocks in as we normally do, except this time I'm not going to add as many because we are going to be adding coarse dirt and podzol in here. Just gonna add path blocks just randomly. I don't really have a certain way that I do this. I just go and add random path blocks in here. Next, we are going to break some of the dirt to add in the podzol and coarse dirt. So now we have the ground laid out. I am now going to add some sugarcane around the pond, as well as our 2 drip leaves. Oh, it is raining now. How fun. I guess we're finishing this in the rain. I'm gonna add some cypress leaves around the pond. I'm gonna do 2 high, that way they can't jump on top of them. And I want to add a few little trees in here because we can't have a forest without trees. So I'm gonna make some little ones. These ones are just gonna be spruce logs with a spruce fence on top. And then we will add the leaves on. Change of plans. I don't like that. These definitely did not turn out the way I wanted it to. Let's try doing cypress saplings because I don't think these trees get too big. We're gonna need a lot of bone meal for it though because this is a fertile summer plant and it is now autumn, which is perfect for this. Okay, yeah, maybe we do some of those trees, even though it took a ton of bone meal. Maybe we'll do 2 trees and then we will add some bushes around. So doing a spruce fence and then the cypress leaves around. I also have some redwood leaves, so I think I'm going to change the cypress leaves out for the redwood leaves. That way it's not the same as the trees. I also have 3 beehives that I want to put around because bears like honey. So we'll do 1 over here. We'll do 1 here. Ah! I did not mean to break that. No. Oh, sadness. Now we have 2 beehives. Oh, this area looks so nice. I also have some pebbles that I'm gonna throw around here as well, just to add some decoration to the ground. All right, I think that should be it that I want to add around here. So now we're gonna go and grab some more buckets and bring some salmon over before we forget. So unfortunately, apparently salmons, or any fish in general, do not exist in this world, besides that one little fish pond that we saw at that one building. So no salmon for the pond. I am, for the final touches, going to bone meal this ground as well because we need some grass in here and some flowers to complete our foresty habitat. And here we go. Here's our forest habitat for bears. So now it is time we grab our honeycomb and our salmon and head off on an adventure to find a bear and tame it. Oh, okay. Ooh, there's two. I'm gonna set my spawn here just in case we die. So we feed the honey first. Why is your child taking all the honey? Okay. Then we throw that down. No. Stay away. Did I do it? Tame a grizzly bear by feeding it honey and salmon. But which one is mine? Okay, that's not mine. More honey, more honey, more honey, more honey. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop killing him. No! He just killed him! I can't believe that he just killed him. At least we got one, though. Well, I guess we're gonna head home now, since you decided to kill the other bear. We could have had two. You know, there is a skunk here, and they're in the forest, so I think we're gonna take the skunk home with us and put it in the bear habitat as well. That way we don't just have this one bear in the habitat. I did see another one, so maybe we can get two skunks. There we go. Okay, we have two now, so let's take all of them home. Hopefully the skunks and the bear will get along. I know I read about the skunks, and it says that they spray when they feel in danger. Oh, come on, guys. Good job, bear. Man, this bear is amazing. All right, into your new home. Everyone in. There we go. We're gonna put this skunk over here, and then we will put this skunk over here. You can now wander. And we gotta wait 300 seconds until this bear grows up. And he's gonna grow up right now. There we go. And now for the fun part. We're riding a bear. I never thought we were ever gonna be able to do this. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Look at that bear. Oh. Hippie smell. Ugh. Oh no. Whoa. And with our new bear and skunk friends, this is going to conclude this episode of Better Minecraft. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. I'm so happy that we finally tamed a bear. Of course, if you did enjoy, make sure to comment down below and let me know, as well as subscribe and join us on our adventures. But until then, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!